Your first experiment was a success, but science requires repeated results to be substantiated. For your second experiment, you've increased the size of the maze and added a fourth symbol and fourth command. As before, the mouse will enter the grid at the arrow pointing inward, and each time he steps on a tile, he'll assess the tile symbol and then perform a unique command based on that symbol. The four commands are go straight, turn left, turn right, and jump. If he steps on a tile with the symbol he associates with the new command jump, he'll leap forward 2 spaces, skipping the tile directly in front of him and landing on the one after that, or landing outside the grid. Match each command with a symbol so that when you teach them to the mouse, he can navigate the maze properly and reach the cheese near the top right. Pause the video here to solve this yourself. Working our way backwards on the very first step won't work as well this time, because we can't be sure if that last tile before the cheese will be skipped over or not in the final solution. So let's start with the first tile the mouse steps on, which happens to have the same symbol. Without even testing every combination and verifying how the mouse will move through the grid, we can logically deduce that this first tile will not be turn left or turn right. Because if it were either of those, we would not be able to escape these first 2 columns. The first tile is a club, and it's the only club in these first 2 columns. Every other row in these columns features pairs of the same symbol, and that's no coincidence. If we try to turn on the first tile here in the first column, and then we assign one of the other symbols as the opposite turn command, we'll essentially end up making a U-turn. We're never actually able to turn toward the rest of the grid and continue in that direction for more than one tile. These pairs of symbols ensure we'll be trapped in these first 2 columns forever. So we can't assign a turning command to the club. It'll either be go straight or jump. Interestingly, if it's jump, it'll land on another club, and then jump again all the way to the last column. Now this is sort of a similar predicament as before. The heart tile we land on is the only heart in the last column. So whether we turn left or right, we won't be able to turn in that same direction to go back toward the rest of the grid. If we turn left at the heart, for example, we'll need to turn left again at some point in this column, but that's impossible because there are no other heart symbols. So we can't assign jump to the club either. The only choice left is go straight. Now we can work our way both forwards and backwards, at least to some extent. Because we know clubs are go straight, we know the mouse will have to step on this heart tile. We know the mouse won't jump over it, because the tile right before it is also a club. Actually, all tiles adjacent to this one are clubs, so it definitely won't be jumped over from any direction. So knowing we have to use this heart tile as part of the final solution, we can easily see one of the commands it can't be is turn right. That would send the mouse's path off the grid. Similarly, it's very easy to see that the spades can't be turn right either. Working our way from the start, the spade is the next tile the mouse will step on, and if it turns right here, it'll quickly end up off the grid. So the only symbol left that can be paired with turn right is the diamond. So now the only symbols we have left are the hearts and the spades, and they need to be matched with turn left and jump. We can see the hearts can't be turn left because working our way backwards from the cheese, we'll end up in this row that would lack any symbols with the ability to change the mouse's direction, meaning it'd be forced off the left side of the grid. So hearts must be jump, and by process of elimination, spades must be turn left. It's a much longer journey for the mouse this time, but this is the completed path from the start to the cheese at the finish. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, happy puzzling.